Hi, Aries. I'm Ronan, and even though we are several days into December, this is going to be your December reading. I would apologize, but I don't feel sorry. I have to take my time, just as everyone does. Also, the headphones are going to be a thing. They're going to be a thing. They're for me so that I can get through this comfortably. I have no interest in not being totally me and totally comfortable during these readings. Otherwise, it won't get done. So, also my information will be below. So if you want to book any services, that will be down there. My Instagram will be there. My website will be there so that you can reach me or book me however you need to. We do have 2 cards out, 3 cards out actually. 5 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Got some more. 9 of Wands, the Hanged Man, so it's looking like something perhaps knocked you out of your element, but despite all things, despite the fact that you are not feeling very on top of everything right now, you have it together. You're keeping it together. For the sake of... For the sake of... I have 3 more cards out and I'll show you in a moment. But for the sake of your goals, you are mustering up, every little bit of strength you have to... Sorry about the shaking. To maintain. Okay, so what we had next was the Death card in reverse, Queen of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. Now I haven't talked about this Hanged Man yet, so this is what we're on now. Hanged Man, Death in reverse, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. That looks peculiar, doesn't it? Because this card is actually right side up. I think you understand to a degree what you are going through or why you are going through what you're going through. I think you understand that you're on the verge of a rebirth. I feel you understand why you're in this 5 of Cups position, why you are, feeling a little out of your element. Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles has me feeling like maybe you're working on a promotion or otherwise some working toward it's like all the work that you're putting in right now is so that you can receive this thing. It's like you already know that this thing is coming. This isn't like some surprise opportunity. This is something that you know about and that you're actively working toward. So let's get into then this 5 of Cups, Hanged Man, Death in reverse. Because everything else seems pretty straightforward. I think that you, with this 4 of Swords here, I think that you are just kind of I don't want to say going through the motions because it's not necessarily that. It's just that you're doing what you have to do. You're doing what you have to do. Okay. So, Hangman, Death in Reverse, the Empress. Okay, so the interest of yourself and your self-care and your self-improvement. I feel a person in this Empress, maybe a Taurus, or maybe someone you're interested in a relationship with, perhaps even an ex. We have Seven of Cups after that, so okay, so you might be confused about what's going on in terms of either a close relationship or, any relationship with you. It seems like everything always goes a certain way, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? All right, what the fuck is going on that I can't seem to get it right? That's what I hear. I can't seem to get it right. It's not about doing things correctly. It's about your own evolution. It's about your own growth. I feel like you are looking everywhere but inside of yourself for the reasons why. Yeah. I feel like once you turn the mirror back on yourself, or I guess just look in the mirror in general, like really take a good look. Really take a good look. You will be able to distinguish what it is from all of the possibilities of what it could be. Two of Wands. And the Judgment card. Somehow I knew that the Judgment card was going to come out after the Two of Wands. All right. This Two of Wands makes me feel like you're in preparation to try again, like to go for it again. This time around with the Judgment card, this time around, now that this, whatever situations have repeated themselves, you're determined to get past this specific part of your life where it's like you've been taking this test over and over and over again, and this time you are determined to pass it. Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This time you are determined to pass it, which is it's always the attitude that you've had, Aries. By the way, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Should have said that at the beginning, but whatever. It's always the attitude that you have toward what you're going for. You don't stop. You, if anything, you might find a different way to go about it and then do it again. So that's kind of what's happening now. But I think now you are being much more observant to the more important things. The most important thing, which is yourself, which is you. And it's not to say that you've been doing things wrong over and over again. It's to say that you haven't experienced the full capacity of growth that you need to from these kinds of situations. I feel like work is going well, all of the things, the tangible things that, well, I don't want to say that because relationships are tangible, and your feelings in a way are tangible. But money-wise, belongings and like material things, like I feel like things are going well. You may be, I'm seeing like someone who's been in school for years and years, and they're coming to their finals and they're about to graduate, but in those last few months, they're the most tired, but they also have to be the most, they also have to extend the most energy. So that's the kind of thing I'm seeing here, but I'm guessing that this is relationship wise, where you are just like, why is this thing not working out? I just don't understand why I keep bringing in the same thing over and over and over again. This Seven of Cups, the Death card in reverse above the Seven of Cups is like, and then with the Four of Swords, it's like this, the way that it's laid out. It's just like, what needs to change? I will tell you what, don't think too hard about it. It's not about figuring it out mentally. It's actually don't think about what you need to do. It's you need to consider who you are. So often, I mean, pretty much all the time, that is the answer, right? And what I mean by that is that when you follow what you feel, when you are totally yourself, when you are not concerned about being something specific, to achieve a certain goal, which you tend to do, but it's not like you are not being yourself. It's just that, material things are much different than the things that appeal to your inner desires and your passions and your heart. Let's look into weekly. I only have 3 weeks down here because it's what is it now? The 10th. So the first week, this coming week, it actually looks like you'll be putting in most of the work this coming week, most of the heavy work. You'll be in your head a bit, but whatever it is that you are not focusing on is the thing that you need to focus on. Whatever it is that you're forgetting about is the thing that you need to summon in your mind and in your heart. That's the thing you need to keep in mind. Okay? The 3rd week of December, I feel like the 3rd week of December will be, you might get some news. And gain some really useful perspective. Now, this may not necessarily come from an event. This may just be on your own time, doing what you do. This may be at work. You may overhear, a conversation that like triggers something in you. But you won't have to do anything per se. Just like watch and listen. And listen openly. Okay, this Hanged Man here, you have to like give in to this position. You have to be totally willing to receive the information before you can, take advantage of it. It's the best way I can say it. That's how I hear it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let me check something really quickly. Okay. Well, it is what it is. As I'm talking about the weeks, we're on the final week now, but I know it doesn't necessarily go with the calendar, but time isn't linear anyway, so I'm just giving you a general insight of what I see week by week. So when I say second and third and final, it may not necessarily be the second or the third or the final, especially because we're already in the between second and third week, but you get the point. You're smart, you're bright, you get it. Now this final week that I'm seeing, I think maybe you should take a vacation if you haven't already been planning to. I know it's kind of last minute, but if you can get away in any capacity, do that. I feel the peace that you find in getting away will re-inspire you, recharge you, rejuvenate you. That's the word that I need to use. Between the Empress and the Ten of Cups and the Judgment card, rejuvenation, total rejuvenation, which is what you will need in order to start off the new year in the way that you should. No. Or in the way that you want to, that you truly want to. I'm looking underneath the Ten of Cups to see if I can get some insight on the new year. I got the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the World. So again, rejuvenation, and you'll start the new year feeling much more connected to yourself, who you are, what you want. I think that everything will be much smoother once you take this time for the holidays. Whatever holiday you celebrate or don't celebrate, definitely celebrate at least the new year, because it's going to be, for everybody, this is an important time, of course, but for you, it's like you're shedding your skin. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying a snake shedding its skin. And if you don't shed your skin, or if you don't, get that old energy off of you, step into the new energy, it's just going to weigh you down at the beginning of the year. Okay? So that's what I have for you. I'll leave it there. If you want to book an extended reading or a personal session, intuitive session, consultation, all my information will be down below. My Instagram and my website as well. And, everything will be fine. This pattern will not continue. Okay? Just know that. The pattern will not continue. Yeah. It won't. All right, Aries. I'm not sure if I will do a mid-month because the rest of these videos are coming out so late, but I love you, and I will most likely see you for the new year. Bye.